Hello world, hello world. Yes, yes. The topic today is why is China buying up farmland? Well, when we hear all this talk about illegal immigration, we forget that there's so many people coming over from, again, all sorts of countries and from everywhere. However, we know we're not getting the best of the best, and if we are getting the best of the best, they're no good. They're actually probably more than likely a public threat, as we know, to our areas, we'll say. Now, I'll say this, and I've been coming up across feeds. We have some sectors who are very low key, and I just came across a feed that was quite interesting. When again we are, as Black people, were denied reparations, but we forget that when other people are coming over, that they're actually being allowed to buy. You would not believe farmland, of all things. We again are sleeping, the public that is, and should concern ourselves more about, again, what's actually happening with these people once they're over here, and what are they actually going to do, and how are they going to live, and what are their agendas. Again, I just discovered across this feed that, again, the Chinese immigrants, how, again, I was not aware until this feed. You must take a listen to discover what they're allegedly, will say, up to in this country. It's quite interesting, and it's one to be listened to. Again, the immigration crisis is a threat to public safety. Again, the matter should be taken seriously. And again, just take a listen.
Let us protect American citizens. Let us protect the immigrant community. Give us the bad guy.
I need to ask you about the Chinese immigrants that have crossed the border, because that number has gone way up. And I've talked to people that are concerned that we have vulnerability to our energy grid in the United States. This is a map showing where Chinese have purchased farmland in the United States in pretty massive quantities. Those purchases are strategically around military bases. And so we've got in 23, I think, with 30,000 Chinese immigrants across the border. How do we protect against them organizing in some way and taking down the energy grid in this country in a coordinated fashion?
You put a strong president in the Oval Office. That'll happen January 20th. This administration won't do it. And look, this is a huge national security threat to us. And it's closer to 60,000 Chinese under the Biden administration. 60,000 Chinese males, mostly military age, do not leave China without the coordination and approval of the Chinese government. That just don't happen. So this is a coordinated national security vulnerability that the Chinese government is involved in. That's my true belief. And it's a huge national security vulnerability. This administration did nothing to China about creating the precursors that make the fentanyl to sell the cartels. Nothing. They've done nothing about the Mexican cartels. President Trump is committed to take on the Mexican cartels because they've killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in this world combined.